Good morning and welcome to Life with Jane. As promised, a walk in the garden. So dog's going out and we're coming out. Beautiful sunny day. And you can see my willows now in full bloom, which are beautiful. If we go around this side, that's the rug down on the garden that I bought the other day. And then let's come across here. Willow, Aqualesia. I planted a bit of bamboo there, and I planted a couple of bits of willow and some mint, lemon balm mint, lavender, my hydrangea. Let's go down the steps. Grass looking very, very dry because it hasn't rained very much. Now look at that. That is my fern once it's unfurled. And look at that now, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And then going down to my pond. And we'll come round this side, my rosemary. Those are my beautiful, beautiful peonies now in bloom. And my willow, can you see how big that's getting now? I've put that in an obelisk, so it's one of those sort of frame things, which was an old one I had in the garden, so I've just got it there, which is pretty. And then if we come round the other side slowly, that making you all dizzy. I've got some of the little blue flowers starting to come out. My dear, I still need to restring. I've got some beautiful, these are going to be like really pretty daisies. You can see them. And that's my black lace, which is in flower, which is really pretty. Go down the garden again, ferns out, my pretty blue grass, which you can see now how blue it looks, which is lovely. Let's keep going down slowly. I've got some roses which are going to be out really soon, so let's show you. Those are in bud. That one's just about coming out. Little blue one, tucked in away. There we are. In fact, that one's just fallen down. And then look at this, my sumac. You see now how green it is? With all of the leaves on it. Grow really quickly, don't they? And then that's my clematis, which is now in flower. You see, really pretty, 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 pretty. There we go. You see the clematis? Really lovely. And then round on here there's another Aqualesia. And that's my grapevine, which is coming through nicely. And my apple tree, which has got lots and lots of apples on. I think I'll have a good harvest this year. Can you see all the apples? so I should have some good apples coming through. That's looking lovely and green. As I say, I water my plant bits, then we go down the garden a bit more. So let me just come up this bit carefully. Those are more Aqualesia. Absolutely beautiful. They just grow everywhere. They self-seed, which is beautiful. There's a bumblebee on it as well. Let's see if I can get in to see the bumblebee. There we are. Beautiful bumblebee. Just feeding away. Sit and watch him for a little while. Oops. Off he goes. And then I've got, that's the bamboo I transplanted, but this is where my raspberry canes are going to be. That's my compost bag thing that I've got to take away, and that's the bamboo. It wasn't looking very healthy, so I've tried to sort it, and then that's the bit that I've done my bit of DIY to stop the dog getting out of that bit of the garden. Now we'll go into the greenhouse. Look at those Aqualesia. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's go into the greenhouse. I've just opened the door because it's going to be another hot day. Right, let's go down and see. Now, not being, sorry, the screech of the door opening, not being hugely successful, I've got things eating. So those are my tomato plants, which I did have 9, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left, although they're being eaten as we sort of speak, so I'm quite disappointed with that. The courgettes are doing okay, but again the insides of them, they're being eaten. That's, I have 1 bean left. I had about half a dozen. Can you see how they've been absolutely munched? And my peas, even though I've netted them, they're still being munched. So if anybody's got any ideas of what I can put down naturally, because I don't want to put any slug pellets or things like that down. I have put ash from the fire early on, but I haven't got any ash from the fire left. So any tips or ideas of something natural, I'm all ears, because I'm a bit fed up this year of having everything eaten. There we are, back to the Aqualesia and my compost bin. My garden's a workable garden, so it's not wonderfully prestigious, but it is my garden and I do love it. So let's come back down here and we can see it from this way. So you've got the lovely, as I say, those clematis are beautiful. First time of flowering this year. And if you want to see my strange ball, there, those are 2 what do you call them, hanging baskets, just tied together, and I've put some solar lights in, so they look really pretty in the evening. I might try and show you at one time, but these are gorgeous, aren't they? See if we can get in and see these little flowers. There's a lot of sunshine in the morning, but aren't they pretty? First one I've had, so it's lovely. I have to be, we're going to start getting noises from people building work and stuff, but let's say, let's go back down the garden. Oh, and I've put another, need to water that, that's another one of the bamboos. I had them at the end of the garden and they just weren't doing very well, so I separated them off. So I'm back down the garden, through on the rockery bits, which as I say are pretty wild but lovely. And that's a little bit, I try and keep it quite small with the ivy. Then down, that's beautiful, I do like that, that's so pretty. The dog having a little sniff around, as she always does. And then, oh, I've got a Buddha. I had this Buddha in the house as a sort of an ornament thing, but I didn't want it in the house, so what I've done is I've painted it with outdoor varnish, So as long as you paint it with outdoor varnish, it should last a long time. So that's my heart bush, which I need to, if you go back there you can see it's sort of the shape of a heart, but it needs trimming. But because it's been so dry, I've kept away from trimming it just yet. I will do it in a little while. That's the lovely wall from the other side. Coming round, and you can see now how huge that fern is. I absolutely love it when it comes out. It literally covers the whole of that area of garden, which is really rather nice. The dog's sitting out on the decking. My broom where I've been sweeping up. Little tiny bird bath. Let's come back up on here. Sorry, jogging you about. Up in on here. And then, as I say, if I stand back on here, I haven't put my bench cushions out yet, but that's the rug that I got, which is quite a nice rug for the decking area. And then going up on here, these are more solar lights, which are pretty in the evening. And then going down for a long view of the garden. Coming round on here, and you can see the decking plants that I've got going round to my table. Down to my little dog sitting there, looking up, saying hello. So I hope you enjoyed that. Turn you round so you can see the garden. So as always, please stay safe and well, please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.